And good afternoon, everyone. I hope that you all are doing okay. Welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you click on the video, please hit the like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and share the video. That would help the video to circulate, but definitely hit the like buttons. Please hit the like button. That's going to help this video a lot. My videos are being sabotaged. And the way that we can fix that until YouTube finishes investigating this is to continuously just hit the like button and to share the video, because it's not going to stop over here. I'm going to bring it. I'm going to bring it always. That's what I'm here for. Okay. But today I kind of wanted to continue what we talked about last night. I spoke about Minister Farrakhan and what these I spoke about what these record labels and what these record execs are doing to these African-American men, because most Black men are the ones with the art, the talent, as it relates to rap. Actually, something started with our culture, and they found a way to make it sinister. And like I always say, it disappoints me that you have other Black men who are able to start labels, and instead of being like Dolph, they want to continue that cycle, because a lot of the artists in the record industry have been raped financially because they don't know the business. Okay. So when you find an artist like Dolph and some of these artists that learn the recipe, that is not conducive to the record labels. I'm talking about the heads, the companies, that the music companies that really does the financing behind the scenes, not the ones that you see. They're actually being controlled because somebody is funding them, right? But what bothers me is you see a lot of these young men that have record labels that come from the hood, and they kind of continue that cycle. Okay, they will help the people behind the scene to take out an artist that learns the industry, instead of getting with them and making it, helping other artists to become truly independent. There's a way to get a fee to tell the game. There is a way to do it. But what we're seeing a lot of greed, jealousy, and evilness. But I tried to find it last night and I couldn't, and I went back and I found it. I'm going to pull it up again because I want y'all to hear this. Knowledge is everything. Okay. I feel like more people are
real people. Real.
Oh, snap. Hold on. Here it is, right here.
You know that there was a
Okay, here it is.
Consciousness now. Mm-hmm. There's a consciousness, especially in our young rappers. Did you know that there was a conspiracy? Oh, brothers, I'm so full.
Let it out.
There was a meeting in Los Angeles with some very powerful men, and they were meeting, according to what I heard, of record executives. These men that were meeting were now the owners of private prisons. It's like when you build a hotel, you're looking for occupancy. So you're not going to build a 1,000-bed hospital if you don't think you can attract 1,000 people every week or every day to stay in your hotel. So they're building private prisons now. And these men wanted the music executives to turn the rap of men like KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, Public Enemy, those conscious lyrics, they wanted to change it to gangster rap. This didn't happen accidentally. They allowed that to develop, promoted beefs. So then we start shooting each other. We end up where? In prison, felony. When you're in prison, who do you work for? because the 13th Amendment says that we are free if we don't get into trouble. But if we are arrested and found guilty of a crime, our citizenship goes out the window. That's in the 13th Amendment. This man does not give you anything where you don't look in it and find a trick waiting for you. So now here we are in prison, working for IBM, working for Motorola, working for companies with skills now that they teach us in prison that we can make money for corporate interests that pay money to the prison man that owns the prison. And when we come out of prison, there's no work for us, even though we were working for these big corporations while we were in prison. Once we're out, we can't work no more. That's forcing us into behavior that they can say we're criminal. We're not the criminal. The criminals are the ones that create the conditions that turn us into less than what we could be. So I want to expose all of this. So, and I have been doing it. So the young rappers, they said, damn, you know, excuse me. They said, Farrakhan, this is real. I say, yes, brother. I was with brothers.
Okay. Now, this video was made in 2015. What we're seeing now is not by accident. And if Farrakhan spoke about it in 2015, that means it's been in the making even before 2015. This was engineered. And the sad thing about it is a lot of these Black people that you see, like the Jay-Z's and a lot of their proteges, they understand what's going on. Unfortunately, because they know what's going on, but they're so bought out. They're so money hungry. They couldn't care. They feel like it's about me and my family. That's why I always say no one man can rise above the condition of his people. But they go get these rappers they're actually talented from out the hood who can barely read and write. And they sign them, just like you heard Young Dolph saying, that certain people would not deal with nobody unless they would beef with him. This has been engineered, and that's why I say we have to stop supporting people that is sending terror to our community. We got to stop taking out leaders like Dolph that has learned the recipe and is willing to teach other young men the recipe so that they won't be a rich slave. They won't be owned by nobody else. They blackball Rich Lord because of some incident, but at the same time, Rich Lord had a mind, so he wouldn't have been conducive to their movement anyways. Okay? Because at some point, he would have been a problem because he was a thinker. He was smart. So these record execs, I'm talking about the ones that don't look nothing like us, are paying $1 million. I mean, several $1 million or millions of dollars because they look like us, and making them the face of record labels that they probably don't really even own, just making them the face of it. Okay. And then sending them back to the hood because a lot of these young men look up to, because they were once rappers, they look up to them, they trust them, and they're hoping that they're going to have the same lifestyle that they have, not knowing that they're signing their lives away, and they have been signed to destroy their community. Okay? And that is what is going on. They don't understand because a lot of them, like I said, can't read and write. Their families can't read and write. They're dirt poor. They're not going to go and sign somebody that is inquisitive, that's going to have questions, that's going to say, well, wait a minute, let me bring my own lawyer, not your MFing lawyer that just made up that bullshit contract. That's all they say. You need a lawyer. That's their lawyer that's going to have their interest. They just drew up that contract for that label. Why would they have an interest? Why would they be beneficial to you? But somebody that's going to say, let me go get my own entertainment lawyer, not some damn defense attorney that don't know nothing about entertainment law. That's not going to be beneficial to them. They're not going to want to deal with you. And then they start setting, if you start blowing up, especially if you can get some money behind you, if you're a money getting person like Dolph was, and start making moves for yourself and not really have no backing, that is not conducive. And they get a lot of nappy neck, cuckabug head Negroes that's already jealous. Because see, you ain't gonna want to kill nobody if you really making money. If you really got what you say going on, that you claim you got going on for real, you don't try to jeopardize that. You don't hire hitmen to go take nobody out, because you ain't gonna give it no credence. Those are small things to you. But when you really ain't got it and you faking it and somebody is exposing it, or you just got that jealousy inside of you because they really getting it and you ain't, things of this nature happen. You start seeing murder after murder after murder. This stuff has been engineered. They're working with these private prisons. And these black men, these young black men, need to open their eyes. But you know what they do? They hurry up and get them addicted to some type of narcotic so that they can never become conscious. And when they do finally become conscious, it's years later, after their time in the music industry has come and gone. You know, they're older. So y'all, it has to be a renewing of the mind. I'm very passionate about this because I've been saying, I've been knowing that this is going on. Okay. This stuff is real. And that's why when people say, well, you gloat so much, damn right I do. When I can talk to people that I genuinely know that's working to try to combat this problem, these Negroes ain't gonna be able to go put hits on somebody just because they exposing the truth to try to save their community. If you don't believe they're going down, you just keep watching. But it takes time. But we as the public got to open our eyes. We can't keep funding terrorists. These people are terrorists in our community, people that we've helped to make rich. And this is how they repay us. Nobody knew these artists. They was known in their very own community and city first, which means they had to have been supported, because no record exec would have put a damn dime behind them if they hadn't already created some type of buzz. And it comes from the community that they sending these damn hits and shit back to. And y'all think I ain't glad about the FBI getting ready to on their asses, get ready to take them down? These people have already sold out the future of our people and destroying our sons and daughters and men. And I'm supposed to have empathy for them instead of having gratitude to the community that is the reason that you are. Because when it's all said and done, the people within your community are the ones that support you first. Ain't nobody outside of your community really doing it. They don't give a damn about you until you start getting some type of buzz that usually come from the people in your state somewhere. Okay. So this has been designed. This has been in effect. And then what did he say they do? When they're in prison, they start working for these, train them to work for these Fortune 500 companies for nothing, free labor, which is slavery. Slavery. When they finally get out, they can't even get a job because they got that stuff on their background. Okay. So, y'all, it has to be a renewal of the mind. Yes, I'm gonna talk my shit because that's what I do. Call me police all day. I don't that nothing like that. I don't care. I'm an investigator. If that's what you want to call me, I mean, that's what I do. But I still have a passion for my people because I understand that I could never rise above the condition of my people. There has to be a renewal of the mind. You all have a good day.